Purpose of this video is to acquaint the student with the strip chart functions of the HTC hydraulic instrumentation cart. We've got a system hooked up today. We're generating about 8 gallons a minute flow at 115 psi. On the strip chart we have a number of sensors that are color coded, and first thing we'll do is change the y-axis range to 200. You highlight either the top number or the bottom number and then type in the new axis range. So now we're setting the axis range between 100 low and 200 high. We're plotting every 50 milliseconds, and we can change that. And when we now have changed it to 200 milliseconds, the plot appears on the screen slower. Let's change the bottom axis range to 0, and then we'll change the upper axis range. Change that back to 10. So now we can look at our flows. So by changing the axis ranges, you can look at different sensors, and our flow sensors and pressure sensors are probably usually widely separated, so you might have to use different axis range to look at those particular sensors. Now we'll change it back to 50 milliseconds, and our plot speeds up. Change our lower range to 100. Change the upper range to 400. Now we can look at the pressure sensors. And we've got a pressure increase. And now we've got a pressure oscillation caused by the back pressure controller. Let's say that this was of interest to me, so I want to capture the data and write it to a data file. So we'll go ahead and select a data file name. Click on Select. Turn the log data function on. Now we're writing a snapshot of all of our sensors to the log data file every 50 milliseconds. In this case, we don't need a big capture set because the transients are occurring fairly rapidly. Now we've reduced pressure and the back pressure controller is more stable. So let's take a look at the data that we just captured. Go to the HTC Fluid Power folder. Click on that. Pick the oscillation data CSV file. CSV stands for comma separated variable, and this is automatically imported into Excel or recognized by Excel. So we'll begin to scroll down and look for where we have some pressure oscillations. Then once we see that we have oscillating pressures, then I can select a data range. And then we'll go and create a chart. And we'll use just a scatter chart here. So there's a plot of the pressure oscillations.